Hi everybody, just want to touch on batch page creation today. There's been a lot of questions for people who are looking to create hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of websites for their clients. To give you an idea of when that would be appropriate, some of our customers maybe have, let's just say, a hardware shop, and the business owner is looking to have some kind of mobile QR code scanning system where as a person's walking through the store, they can scan the QR code to get a little bit more information about the product. Another example would be an auto dealership. You have a salesman out on the lot, and each car has its own QR code that takes them to their own each car's own mobile website, where when the driver or when the salesman scans the QR code, it pulls up information about that vehicle, pricing, fuel mileage, etc., 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 and then they can actually text that over to the buyer or the person on the lot, the prospective buyer. There's tons and tons and tons of different applications. You'll notice on our enterprise page at gomo.io or gomobileinnovations.com, we have a video of a batch page creation event that we sponsored. It was a beer festival. There were 200 brewers there, and what we did is we put a QR code on every single tent, and so that people waiting in line could scan the QR code. It would take them to a brewer's site on their phone. They could get alcohol percentages, where they could buy the beer, details about the brewer, etc., etc., etc. And we used our batch page creation tool to achieve that. That all being said, I wanted to kind of briefly go over how that system works and how our platform handles that. At the end of the day, what's going to happen is you're going to come up with an idea of what you want to do, and then you'll contact us, and our technical team will work hand in hand with you to achieve the following. The way it works is, I'm going to come into here to Excel. You can think of every single website as a row in a spreadsheet. So the first column is going to be, for instance, title. So that's what the title of the site is. Short URL is the second column. The third column is going to be, let's say, content 1, content 2, content 3, content 4, let's just say. And I'll go into details about this in just a second. The way it works, the way our platform works, is you can imagine each and every single one of these rows is a website. So for instance, just for the sake of example, we'll use the beer festival. We'll call it Brewer 1, Brewer 2, Brewer 3. Right? And let's say we have tons of brewers. We have 20 brewers. I don't know how that just worked though. I'm going to try this again. There we go. No, that didn't work either. Either way, you have a ton of different brewers, and we want their short URLs to be whatever. You can establish whatever they are. You can brand them. So let's say one of them's Corona, one's Bud, one's Sam Adams, right? And then here is where your content is. So I'm going to go back to the platform. I'm going to sign in. I'm going to make this analogy the best I possibly can. I'm going to go into GoMobile site. So right here we have what are called content containers, and we're all familiar with that at this point. Hopefully you've built a couple sites on the platform. And inside the content containers there's content, like this logo. If you click the source button, there's HTML, right? This is all the content that's here, but in HTML form. Okay? So technically we could, if this is a content container, each row is a content container. So you can think of the first item on the page as in this row. And in here, you can either type raw data, so you can say, 1% alcohol by volume, right? Or you can actually type HTML. And we'll just take this, for instance, this image. Oops. I'm going to copy it. Come back over to the batch page creator. Paste the HTML in there. Now I don't want that to show, so I'm just going to wrap it. Okay, great. So now I have the logo here. Now let's say the first thing I want on all my pages is to be that logo. It could be a Toyota dealership, for instance, but we'll just stick with the brewer. It was a beer festival. So let's pretend that that's a beer festival logo. I want it to be on everything. I can just click and drag, and now my logo is on every single site. Scrolling up and down here. And so this is the way you can rapidly build websites. You can put HTML in here, you can put style sheeting in here, you can do whatever you want. It's a rapid way to build as many websites as you need, and then all you would do is contact us, and we would help facilitate the import. On most accounts, if you're a white label customer, or depending on what your account is, you will have a CSV import action in the page view here. At this point, after we get your spreadsheet the way it needs to be, all you'd need to do is choose File and then Import, and in your list of page views here on the left would be all the websites you just built. So I think that kind of sums up the way that the batch page creation system works. Thanks for taking the time out, and we look forward to having conversations with you about batch page creation. We're excited to hear your ideas in this realm. Talk to you guys soon.